Yo, what's poppin' everybody? Wolf94. Some more expanded Gengar and Mimikyu Tag Team GX action here. I've been really enjoying this deck. I really love using it. It's kind of really straightforward, but I think you guys have figured out that it's pretty effective. I have one more Slacking game that I actually need to show you guys that I already recorded in standard. But I just really love Gengar. I want to show you guys more games with it. We're really using it all the time, actually. That's why I have a lot of games for Gengar. Good stuff. So let's see here. I'm opening up with Emolga, and we already have one of the two Gengar and Mimikyu GXs here, so that's good. The rest of the cards in my hand, though, are kind of not so great. I've got the Vileplume and Gloom. You don't really want to see those together like that. Chorus, not really a good supporter, but thankfully my opponent mulliganed, and we managed to see an Ultra Ball here. Maybe I was going to draw it either way, but let's just use Emolga's effect, Nuzzly Gathering, and get one of my Emolgas, use the effect, search another one, and I'm probably going to have to use the Ultra Ball here to get Lele and get like a Brigitte. We got to get our basics here. I could search another supporter, but I don't know, man. We're obviously going to dump the Stretcher and the other Emolga with Ultra Ball. And checking out my deck here, let's see what we got. No matter what, I have to get the Lele because I don't really have a usable supporter. Pokemon Center Lady, we can't use that yet. Chorus isn't going to be good. As you guys can see, it's some of these situations where Chorus kind of lets you down. You see it turn 1 when you don't have another supporter. It's not really good. You need a lot of bench Pokemon for that guy to be kind of good. Or at least your opponent to have, like if my opponent had at least 1 and I have 5, then it becomes like a Cynthia. That's not so bad. But, just turn 1, my opponent hasn't even played. It doesn't work out. So I opt, of course, get the Brigitte. We get 2 Oddishes with this, and that's basically going to be my turn. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss attaching a Psychic Energy here, it's actually big. But we couldn't get everything. It's just, this is one of the more shitty hands you're going to get with this deck, I suppose. And my opponent seems to be running a fighting deck. It's an all fighting deck from what we've seen from the screen there when it goes to the match. All fighting, okay, no problem with me. Means that I'm going to have resistance with Gengar, and we're probably going to be able to hit a lot of things for weakness, like if he's running things like Buzzwole, and there's the Riolu there, so maybe Lucario GX perhaps. Okay, and goes with Cell Connector. Now Zygarde GX, I guess he can be kind of dangerous. He already started attacking with the DC there, and it's not so bad. Emolga even has a resistance, so it's okay. We're going to use the Chorus now, get the 6 cards I was talking about. And I guess I see the Candy, I see Vileplume, so we can get Vileplume out if we want to, and attach a Psychic Energy to Gengar. I won't be able to make an attack, unfortunately. So what should we do? Should I actually go for the GX attack either way, just so that my opponent doesn't play anything? And I think that's what we're going to do. Might as well get out of the way. My opponent has so many cards in hand that when I use Poltergeist next turn, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get a KO. It's going to be really good. Alright, now let's see. My opponent can't really do shit. All he can do is just attack with Zygarde GX and get another Pokemon with his stadium there. And we don't really have much of anything in our hand either, but I have the Psychic Energy to start attacking. That's the important thing. Like I've said, it's one of those not so great hands that we had. It doesn't happen often. For the most part, this deck is very consistent the way that I made it. Okay, so it's time for us to make an attack. Poltergeist, and let's see what we have, and fuck. 7 fucking fighting energies. Ashana, Lucario, and strong energies. I only do 50 damage. What the hell? So that was very surprising when it happened. I give off the sort of impressed surprise face there. This only happened basically 2 times, in this match and another one when my opponent had like a humongous 10 card hand and revealed only like one trainer and shit. But I mean, I guess it does happen. It's one of the things you got to consider. Poltergeist, it's a times attack, and if your opponent doesn't have any of those trainers in hand, you do 0. It's one of the things where your opponent can control that shit. You never have an absolute guarantee. Alright, so that didn't go so well. Hopefully my opponent drew another trainer. I guess we can't really do much. I mean, Gengar is my only attacking Pokemon. I can't even use it Lele. It doesn't have a second psychic energy, so let's go with another Poltergeist, I guess. My opponent had another Brook Heal in hand. Okay, so we're going to be able to do 100 more damage. It's not really good though. I mean, using multiple attacks just to take out the Zygarde while it's putting the hurt on me, it attached a strong energy, so it negates my resistance. I already have 80 damage on. He's probably going to do a lot of damage here with this attack. He can even use the Verdict GX attack and make himself immune. So I wonder, like, maybe we should have just used one of the Emolgas as a decoy there, as maybe I wait to get an N or another energy on Lele. But nevertheless, he goes for the GX attack. I barely survive with 10 HP, and we draw another Vileplume. I guess I can evolve. That's not going to be useful, but it is what it is. And I am going to indeed promote Emolga there as kind of a decoy. I guess that was another maybe not so optimal play. I should have just went ahead and kept attacking. But no, actually, it was a good move, because with Verdict GX, I can't damage Zygarde. So yeah, so he gets a free turn, whether I like it or not. But yeah, if it wasn't for Verdict, I was definitely going to attack. At least take care of him, and he doesn't have any more energies in play. So he has a bunch of like weird Pokemon. I mean, running Lucario GX and running that that little rock Pokemon. I forgot its name. Not the Diancie sort of little clone. The Diancie subpart Diancie Pokemon. I don't remember its name right now. But Buzzwole GX, he played that down. Has a Machop too. So all fighting deck, all fighting Pokemon, and I don't really get it, to be honest. But I guess that's how he wanted to run the deck. That's what he had. Maybe he's not a very experienced player, but sometimes maybe all you need is just a little bit of luck, like when he had all those fighting energies and only one trainer in hand. But he makes a really good play here. He promoted the Buzzwole GX, attached the fighting energy, and got the KO on Gengar there. So I wanted to save it. Maybe if we got lucky and we saw like Pokemon Center Lady heal a little bit, and maybe he was going to tank another hit with the resistance. Who knows? But it didn't work out. I mean, he had to lose a bunch of energies to move that Zygarde out of the way. So what can we do here? I mean, I gotta just build up another Gengar GX, and hopefully it's in the deck, because if it's not, then we can't really do much. I'm gonna have to use Tapu Lele to get KOs and shit. Speaking of which, we are gonna use Tapu Lele GX here. It really is the only other attacker I can use in this deck. And we're not going to do a lot of damage. So hopefully I see the other Gengar soon and we attach some more energies on it. You know, it's crazy. Like I've said, my opponent, you know, is probably not a very experienced player running all these Pokemon together, all these combinations of fighting Pokemon. But, you know, he's kicking my ass so far. Getting another KO on the Emolga there on the bench. So I gotta get my act together here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Brigitte here straight up and instantly search the Gengar and Mimikyu. Should I get another Oddish? No. He might target that down. He's gonna target that down actually for sure with Buzzwole and get another easy prize. I don't need to. I can't evolve into another Vileplume. We've got 2 down anyway, so there's no reason not to play it. Besides thinning the deck, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do here is promote Emolga as another decoy with the fighting resistance. He's not going to get a lot of damage from Buzzwole, And it's just better for a little Pokemon like that to be in the active position rather than on the bench, so that the spread doesn't two-hit KO it. So yeah, oh, and Carbink, that's what that Pokemon with the safeguard ability is called, Carbink. It just got to me. Man, all the sugar in my brain is making me forget everything, especially when I'm talking. When you're doing like two things at the same time, you know, your mind kind of goes blank. I think this is like an obvious thing a lot of people know. I'm not Napoleon. All right, he could do like 7 things at once, something like that. Oh well, okay, enough history. Back into the game here. So my opponent taking a little bit of time to make a move. What can you really do though? I mean, the good news though is that, I mean, even B-String wouldn't be alive here anyway, but even if it was, thanks to Vileplume, I don't have to be afraid of a card like that. He can't use it. So he's gonna go with a Pokemon Center Lady himself. Damn, healing that Zygarde. That Pokemon is probably still in that range where it's gonna die no matter what. Like if he puts a bunch of energies on, even Tapu Lele can finish him off probably. It's a Pokemon that needs 4 energies to do its stuff, so it's not so bad. But even with that little bit of healing, Gengar can take care of it. And you know what? Now that we have the second energy, I think I might just go with the Guzma and just try and get rid of it. So let's just use Guzma there and target it down. I only need to reveal 3 cards and he's dead. I hope he has them. 5 energies, 5 cards in hand. Do have at least 3 trainers, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So now it's overkill. Either way, I get the KO. That's the important thing, so that he loses that strong energy and this Pokemon that he was building him up. Buzzwole is kind of useless. I'm not really afraid of Buzzwole too much. Really, I mean, it's GX attack. He can't really use it with so many few prizes, and my opponent used the GX attack anyway. And you know, if he uses the other attack, Knuckle Impact, he can't attack anyway. So, took care of Zygarde. But my opponent managed to do a lot of damage with the other Buzzwole there. Sledgehammer plus, he got that. Now, we're going to search, we searched the Pokemon Center Lady with Scala. I'm going to use that next turn. And keep using Poltergeist. At this point, that's all I can do. I got to keep going. I am in a pretty dangerous position here. You know, with Gengar, he's kind of hurt. And my opponent, if he KOs it, he wins. And I wasn't even going to have another reliable attacker anyway. So let's see if I can do it, though. He doesn't have any energies. I'm getting rid of his Pokemon. He promoted the Carpink, I guess, as a decoy there. Build up the energies on Buzzwole. But once I use the Pokemon Center Lady, which I'm going to do right here, Gengar isn't in that range to get KO'd no matter what, even if he uses Knuckle Impact. So things are looking pretty okay. Again, I'm back in control. I'm just going to keep using Poltergeist, taking care of his Pokemon. Don't even use N because at this point, N is useless. My opponent has taken a lot of prizes. He's not going to get a bunch of trainers stuck like that. And since I know he already has a bunch of stuff there, 4, I believe, 4 trainers, 4 dead trainers, then it's enough for me to get the job done. Thanks to the weakness, I don't even need too many against Buzzwole GX. Like, even if he had to, that'd be enough. So passes the turn, doesn't do anything, can't really do much with Vileplume. I'm just going to keep building the Tapu Lele, I guess. It's not like we have another Pokemon to attach Psychic Energies on. Use Scala, just get another N, I guess, just cuz. We already had one in hand, but just use the Scala, I suppose. Once you basically get your Vileplume out, a lot of your own cards are dead. You just don't really, we don't really want to do much. This deck is pretty straightforward. You just want energies, you want a bunch of cards stuck on your opponent's hand, trainers stuck in their hand, and you just use Poltergeist until you win. And that's it. So we're down to our last prize. My opponent has no choice but to promote the Buzzwole GX here. And even if he gets a Knuckle Impact, like even if he attaches a strong energy, no matter what he does, I'm going to survive him. He wouldn't be able to attach things like choice bands if he had them, thanks to Vileplume once again. So he just can't do enough damage no matter what. That fighting resistance comes in handy too in this case. So I'm going to survive and win. The only thing he could do, I guess, is if he top deck like a Guzma or something, then I could lose. He could target down something like Lele and just finish me off that way. But since he goes with the Sycamore, I know I'm safe. I guess he wanted to change his hand up. But if you're gonna draw 7 cards yourself, you're probably giving yourself a big chance to have a lot of trainers. So once you use your Knuckle Impact, I'm gonna finish you off here. So Poltergeist, it's gonna be the finishing touch, but you always worry when it's at the moment if your opponent is gonna have enough trainers. But he did have more than enough. 400 damage. Yeah. And that's GG. So kind of a close call against this dude with a bunch of random fighting Pokemon, I guess. But yeah, close call. We managed to win. That's good. That's still GG. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends, and I'll see you on the next one. What's up?